From a short, skinny two-star recruit who was rejected by nearly every college program to becoming the 2013 NBA Rookie of the Year, one of the most clutch players in the NBA, the highest point scorer in Portland Trail Blazers history. This is the struggle of Damian Lillard from being the underdog to an NBA All-Star. So how good is he actually? What makes him so special? Why did he leave the Blazers? Stay tuned and dunk on that subscribe button, cause this video is gonna blow your minds. Hailing from the violent neighborhood of Oakland, California, Lillard faced every challenge of his life with courage. He was destined for greatness. Basketball was his passion, and it reached its peak in high school when he lit up the court, averaging a jaw-dropping 19.4 points in his junior year. Boom! Damian was already catching eyes, and the hype only grew as he dominated his senior year, leading the Oakland Wildcats to a stellar 23-9 record while dropping an average of 22 points per game. That's the kind of stuff legends are made of. Despite his best efforts, those college scouts just couldn't see past his slender build and modest stature. He was slapped with a measly 2-star recruit ranking by Rivals.com. So when decision time rolled around, poor Lillard found himself short on college offers. Talk about a tough break. But wait, the plot thickens. Every day he was surviving the violence around his neighborhood, and man, he was desperate for an escape. Lucky for him, Weber State, a Big Sky Conference program in Ogden, Utah, made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and the deal was closed. Little did Weber State realize they'd just signed up a future NBA legend. As a freshman, Lillard brought the heat, averaging a cool 11.5 points per game and snagging the title of Big Sky Conference Freshman of the Year. But hold on to your hats, folks, because in his sophomore year, he turned up the heat even more, blazing his way to an average of 19.9 points per game and leading the Wildcats straight to the conference championship. Holy moly, talk about a showstopper. But as fate would have it, every athlete's nightmare came knocking on his door. Picture this. It's the 2010-11 season. Damian's deep in training, and bam! A nasty foot injury strikes, throwing a wrench in his unstoppable momentum. The season was over for him, and he was sidelined for the rest of the year. Despite this, Lillard averaged 24.5 points per game and led the nation in scoring. But the highlight of his young career was a game-winning three-pointer that gave Weber State a 91-89 double overtime win. You see, this man was a clutch player all along. This led to his second Big Sky Player of the Year award and made him the finalist for the Bob Cousy Award. Anyhow, by this time, Lillard was ready for the NBA. As he gave his name into the NBA draft, he became the 6th overall pick by the Portland Trail Blazers. This was a trade for the ages, but at that time, the Blazers had no clue. Anyhow, Lillard wasted no time making his mark. On his very first game, he dominated the court, knocked off 23 points, and bagged 11 assists, all while taking on Kobe's Lakers head-on, and becoming the first rookie since Oscar Robertson and Allen Iverson to pull this feat. Similar to his debut game, his rookie season was incredible. He earned multiple Western Conference Rookie of the Month honors, but the best of all came when the Oakland native shattered the record for the most three-pointers sunk in a rookie season, scoring a jaw-dropping 185, leaving Steph Curry's impressive 166 triples in the dust. With this, everyone knew that Damian was the next big thing. As if this wasn't enough, with averages of 19 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 6.5 assists for his rookie season, the boy won the 2013 NBA Rookie of the Year award. But winning the Rookie of the Year wasn't something that got him noticed. It was rather his drive to win games at clutch moments. First, it was against Detroit. With 13 seconds remaining and the score tied at 109, Portland set up Lillard in a high screen and roll with LaMarcus Aldridge on the final possession. Pulling up to shoot with less than 2 seconds on the clock, Lillard attempted a fall-away jumper from about 14 feet that went in with just 0.1 seconds remaining. This was a work of art. It was followed by an even better finish against the Cavaliers. With 7.1 seconds remaining and the score tied at 116, Portland inbounded to Lillard, who began the possession. Working in isolation against Alonzo G, Lillard waited until roughly 4 seconds were remaining before he stepped back for a three-pointer nearly 30 feet away from the bucket. And bang, it was spot on. Lillard finished the night with 36 points and 10 assists. This earned him the name of Silent Assassin, and rightly so. But this was just the beginning of his legend. At a time when the world was singing Steph Curry's praises, along came Lillard, ready to steal the spotlight. This guy, he was the epitome of clutch, making every other player in the league look like amateurs. With lightning speed and slick moves, he'd swoop in, snatch the ball, and effortlessly bank it in, leaving defenders frozen in disbelief and sheer agony, and I'll explain. And then came one of the biggest moments of Trailblazers playoff history. It was Game 6 of the first round of the 2014 NBA playoffs. Portland was trailing by 2 points, and a victory was on the cards for Houston. But then, with just 0.9 seconds left on the clock, the Trailblazers called a timeout to move the ball up the court. Lillard then curled to the top of the key and got the shot off from about 2 to 3 steps behind the three-point line, and the ball went right in. Damn, this was it. Lillard had won the Trailblazers the playoffs for the first time in 14 years. Holy God. Thousands of Houston fans watched in pain as tears flooded from their eyes. Lillard had robbed them of a chance at the championship. It was the day Dame Time was born. He was the trump card for the Blazers. His gameplay was intricate, and he could play mind games on the court, attracting all the defenders towards him and making way for his teammates. He was rather the only ray of hope for the Trailblazers, and the man they knew it. And then my man casually broke the record for the most threes in a player's first 3 seasons. Damn. Owing to his immaculate record, one thing was clear as a day: the franchise wasn't letting him go anywhere, and as his contract reached towards an end, the Trailblazers didn't even give it a second thought. On July 9th, 2015, Lillard was handed a 5-year, $120 million contract extension. This contract proved to be worth every penny. Lillard soon became the fastest player to reach 5,000 points and 1,500 assists since Derrick Rose, while also becoming the first NBA player to score 27 or more points in each of his team's first 5 games since Kobe Bryant. As if this wasn't enough, the boy from Oakland completed 8,000 career points and 2,000 assists in his first 5 seasons, joining the list of Michael Jordan and LeBron James as one of the 3 players to do so. When his basketball progress was well on track, he didn't hold back from his favorite hobby, and he went on to release his first rap album called The Number O in 2016. Bro was winning on the court and in life both at the same time. Damn. Anyway, folks, during the 2017-18 season, he averaged 26.9 points, 4.5 rebounds, 6.6 assists, and 1 steal in 73 games while guiding Portland to the Northwest Division title and 3rd seed in the Western Conference playoffs. He did all of this while contending for the MVP. And while Lillard didn't win it, he ended up in the 4th spot in the MVP race. This might not seem huge, but a player from the Blazers pulling this off? It was insane, but not more insane than what was yet to come. Game 5 of the 2019 first round playoffs, OKC Thunder were on a mission to stage an epic comeback from their 3-1 deficit. The game was neck to neck at 115 all, and hope was in the air. But wait for it, Damian Lillard had other plans, a completely different agenda: to send Westbrook and his crew packing from the championship race. Damn, that's sinister. With just 13 seconds left, Lillard faced off against Paul George, a defensive powerhouse. Did he back down? No way. And then with 2.2 seconds remaining, he dislodged a jaw-dropping 37-foot shot, and bang! The Trailblazers were through to the next round. OKC could only watch in agony. With this, my man became the only player next to Michael Jordan who finished 2 playoff series on the buzzer. Damn! Anyway, one might say that hitting clutch shots is all about luck, but what about having 3 60-point games in a single season? Back in the 2019 20-20 season, Lillard pulled a feat while becoming only the 2nd player after Wilt Chamberlain in NBA history to do so. And just for reference, LeBron James just has one 60-point game during his entire career. Whoa! And the extensive list of achievements goes on. Bro won a gold during the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and during the 5th game of the 2021 NBA playoffs. As the Trailblazers took the Denver Nuggets, he knocked off 12 3-pointers with a 70% efficiency. Holy God, 70%. God! Bro went into God mode, scored 55 points, but still couldn't win it for his team. This must have hurt, but anyhow, he moved on, and in December 2022, he surpassed Clyde Drexler as the highest point scorer in Portland's history. But this was only the warm-up, and in the next 18 games, he averaged 37.6 points per outing until the monster scoring night, where he racked up 71 points in 39 minutes, including 13 14 three-pointers. With his effort, Lillard became the first player in NBA history to score more than 70 points in under 40 minutes and just the 8th player to hit the 70-point mark. My man was so good that the NBA had to call him in for drug tests, which came back negative, but this performance had the entire league in awe. Anyhow, folks, in 2023, after 11 seasons with Portland and 11 years of waiting for the championship, Dame time moved to the Milwaukee Bucks. But why did he leave the Trailblazers? If we take a look under the hood, you will realize that Lillard had an awfully strong case as arguably the league's most potent point-producing force. Lillard wanted the Blazers to make some big moves in the 2023 offseason to stay competitive. He wanted a shot at winning. At first, it seemed like both Lillard and the team agreed on it, but when Portland didn't get any good trade offers after moving up in the draft to number 3, they ended up picking 19-year-old point guard Scoot Henderson. This was bad. In addition to this, from the past many seasons, the team insisted it was attempting to help Lillard win a title, only to sink to the bottom of the NBA's Western Conference standings and draft talented teenagers whose peak years were unlikely to synchronize with those of a star player well into his 30s. At this point, Damian had the realization that no matter how hard he tried, it was futile. He gave his 11 best years to the Trailblazers, but it didn't work out. They were never close to a championship victory, so ultimately, he made a move to a franchise where he could contend for a ring. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Dunk on that subscribe button already. Until next time, peace.